you doing, my friends? Jovenshire here on the Jovenshire channel, where we cover all things superheroes, video games, comic books, TV shows, all things geeky here in one place. And a few weeks back, I tried bringing back bad motivators, because for me, it's a good time and chance for me to talk about all the geeky news from the week that you need to know about. I tried that out, we looked at how it worked, and I realized it just wasn't enough news. So what we're going to do today is we're going to cover all of the geeky news from the week that you need to do about it, and I can't do this by myself. So in his own quarantine studio, I've got Lasercorn right here in my ear.
That's me, I'm Lasercorn. I'm joining you from Lasercorn Industries. Well, thanks for having me.
And have you been paying attention to all the news this week?
No, I'm what you call a fake geek, a fake nerd. I have a kid.
Takes up all your time.
I could tell you what's going on in Breath of the Wild right now. Those bokoblins are running amok.
Damn you, bokoblins! And before we jump into all the geeky news from the week that you need to know about, I do want to say that if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and like it. Like the video. Hit the little like button, because that helps. It helps. Help me. Help me. Help me help you. Well, there's a lot to cover, so let's jump on into the headlines we've got this week. Now, first up, we actually found out that on May the 4th, because, you know, it was May the 4th this week, we found out it is actually confirmed that Taika Waititi will be co-writing and directing his own standalone Star Wars film, which is really exciting because the last project that he was on, he really saved it, but I don't know how much he's going to be able to do now. He might still be exhausted since the last project really left him a little Thor.
I really hope Taika explores the dark side in this film. Until now, he's been doing things in the shadows.
Man, I really got to watch that season too. Now, with Taika doing a Star Wars movie, there's two things we can assume. One, that the movie will actually be good, and two, Matt Berry's gonna be in there somewhere.
I don't know who Matt Berry is.
Did you ever see the IT Crowd?
No. Is he related to Chuck Berry? Is he still alive? I don't think so.
I don't know who he is.
I'm really hoping that this new movie takes place after Return of the Jedi because, man, just such iconic characters, and we never found out what happened to them. There were no more movies after Return of the Jedi, so yeah, we really need to...
What? We had episodes 7, 8, and 9.
There were no more movies after Return of the Jedi.
We did a review series.
More movies after Return of the Jedi.
Gonna let him have his space on that one, and we're gonna move on to our next story. Definitely in news I wasn't expecting to read as a headline, and definitely thought, and maybe still think a little, that it's kind of just a joke, but Nic Cage is going to be taking on the role of a lifetime as Joe Exotic in a new movie. Reportedly, Nic Cage is very excited to take on this role because, as he says, he's very excited to act normal for a change.
Now, we were able to reach Joe Exotic for comment from inside his prison, and he said, quote, "Finally, a cage I'd actually like to be inside."
Now, let's not bash on this movie just yet, because I think we're going to get some real gems of, like, some lines in this movie. Like, I can't wait for Nic Cage to be on screen and say the words, "This tiger is going to gnaw your face off." You know, he's going to be a real ghost tiger rider. He's going to get stuck between The Rock and a meth place. Come on, let's just say it. This movie, it's going to be a real national treasure.
All right, please stop. I'm going to have to stop.
I got more. There's so many more movies I can reference.
No. You've gone through pretty much his entire filmography. I don't think there's anything left on IMDb. Let's just move on. Stephenie
Meyer's back in the news, unfortunately, because, you know, she's made a new book in the Twilight series. Yes, after books like Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, whatever order they're in. Well, guess what? Now we're getting the 5th book called Midnight Sun. You know, for centuries, people thought that if they saw an eclipse, that meant the gods were angry at them. Well, now we know that a midnight sun means that there is no god.
And I think, wait, hang on, we've got a live report coming in from his office. Michael Scott has some commentary on the situation.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
My thoughts exactly, Michael. My thoughts exactly.
And speaking of all things Twilight, Season 2 of the Twilight Zone reboot has been cast, prompting many to react. Season 2?
EA announced on a financial call this week a few of their upcoming titles, including something called EA HD. Now, fans for years have been asking for an HD remake of the Mass Effect franchise, almost for as long as I've been asking to be relevant again.
Again? Were you ever relevant?
I was on a TV show, dude.
Really? Oh, that one that got canceled?
And yeah.
Now, EA has been against remastering their games in the past, and when asked what changed their mind, one representative commented, "Because money, we're EA." So, The answer is always money.
And in all seriousness, give me my Mass Effect remake from the ground up.
Elon Musk and his wife Grimes have named their first child AEXA1242B. I don't know, it's on screen. I don't know how to say it, I've only seen it written. You know, this is, I think, the first case I've ever heard of someone having a punchable name.
We found out this week in more Disney news that the Russo brothers are going to be helming a live-action remake of the Hercules title. At least out loud, I won't say I'm in love with the idea of another live-action remake from Disney, but it's the Russo brothers! Come on, it's going to be great! Even Josh Gad came out to say that he was offered the role of Philatides in the movie, but decided to Danny DeVito the role.
The Russo brothers doesn't sound like a pair of directors to me. It sounds like an Italian place you would eat at somewhere in Ohio. Like, hey, welcome to the Russo brothers.
You got the Russo lasagna, layer on layer on layer.
Mamma mia, mwah.
You don't like it? Get out of here. I got my brother in the back, he's gonna kick your ass.
Try the spicy meatball.
I got 2 spicy meatballs right here. Me and my brother both.
And speaking of the man who plays Frank, Dan Harmon is actually talking to him about being the voice of the devil on a new animated show where he impregnates Aubrey Plaza. I guess he forgot his condom for his Magnum dong, huh? I guess he just got in there and he started blasting at her ovaries. Maybe he could offer her a deviled egg in this trying time.
On May 15th, Disney Plus is getting a new animated show called Fury Files. In a plot twist, it's just about Nick Fury trying to free up space on his hard drive.
I have had it with these
Files
on this
computer.
Ubisoft has revealed that in their newest Assassin's Creed game, you'll be playing as a Viking. Because when I think stealth game, I think Viking. Nothing says stealth like a crazy guy with an axe just running at you full speed. Look, it'll still be fun, it's just not a stealth game. Call it Berserker's Creed. Berserker's Creed.
And that's not it for video game news this week. We also found out that Mortal Kombat 11 is getting new DLC, including more story and 3 new characters, one of which is Robocop. Robocop, and here's actual footage of his upcoming fatality.
Fatality.
Oh, that poor man's dick. But you know, Robocop, it's kind of an old movie. I feel like they need something more modern, more scary, maybe like a new character like Murder Hornet. It's topical, it's scary, people are afraid of it.
Call of Duty is back in the news because its hard drive space is actually getting out of control. Even Warzone is having download sizes of up to like 90 gigs. So now on my computer, it's actually fighting for the largest file size. Now in second place is a picture of my dick.
Are you sure it's just not a very large file because it's a collage of pictures of your very small penis?
It's like a panoramic photo.
I think it's one of those photos where you could keep zooming in on it indefinitely, and if you click it enough times, you might actually see your penis.
No, it's actually when you click on the file, it pokes you in the eye.
No, I doubt it. EA confirms that Jedi Fallen Order is the start of a new franchise, so we'll be seeing more of Cal, but I mean, how much more can he really do with that poncho? I feel like he's done every possible poncho style there is. Please, God, give him something other than a poncho.
Finally, we have Tom Cruise partnering up with Elon Musk's SpaceX to film an entire movie in space. And once they wrap production, I say, why not leave them there?
The answer to that is obvious, Joven. It's because his Lord Xenu is in space. And if we allowed him to meet with his Lord Xenu, then they would overtake the Earth with Scientology death rays.
And as they say, the higher in atmosphere, the closer to Xenu. Guys, that's been our show today. That's all the geek news from the week that you need to know about. Special thanks to you, and shout out to Lasercorn for hanging out with us today. I've got links to all of his stuff down below. We recently just wrapped up an epic series of D&D, and he's got some more stuff going there, so go follow him. And tell him he's pretty, because I don't think enough people tell him that. I don't think he hears it day to day.
I am pretty.
So thank you so much for watching, and again, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, and until the next time, guys, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you need some more Jovenshire in your life, we have 2 videos there on the right, and don't forget to subscribe, because if you like this video, I guarantee you're gonna like the other stuff that we do here. And if you get a chance, go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram, because we create a lot of content there that doesn't always make it to YouTube. Go check it out.